Okay, so this is going to be our location today for our Sunday chat. Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living.
And I'm Marie.
And we're over here at the Lindell Park. This is an area that we love to come to, and we do walking around the track. And we're sitting right next to the little creek that runs through here. And you might be able to see a little bridge in the background behind us. But it's just a good quiet little spot over here. The wind's blowing a little bit this morning, so I hope the wind's not interfering with our video. But we just want to do our Sunday chat this morning from this location. And we've been doing good. Our health-wise, we're doing great, aren't we, Marie?
Yeah.
Don't want to brag about that too much, but we are happy about that when you get our age. You're happy to get up every day. But we want to talk to you about some things that's been going on. First thing we're going to talk to you about is some of the recipes that we've done last couple of weeks. And the first one that I'll mention was the Cabbage Casserole. We just put that one on yesterday, or day before yesterday.
And that was really good.
We enjoyed that recipe, and it turned out really good. I hope everybody enjoyed watching that one.
We didn't realize when we did the cabbage recipe that it was going to have some good news about it, and that's what we heard.
Oh, yeah.
That it helped fight the coronavirus.
That's right. And we heard that the very morning that we were putting that on YouTube. They were talking about news that eating cabbage was good for fighting the coronavirus. And so there's some people over here working in the yard this morning, so we may hear a lot of noise in the background. We're going to go ahead and record, and hopefully you'll be able to hear us good. Marie, you want to tell them about the sugar-free double sweet cake?
I was thinking about Calvin when I did this recipe.
Uh-oh.
And I was thinking about myself, how could we cut some calories and it be a little bit more healthy. And this recipe that we tried this week, it was really good. There's one thing about it, and when I did this recipe, you could have put cocoa in it, or you could have put powdered sugar in it. And so when I put the cocoa in it, it did kind of didn't incorporate in it as good as I would like to have. But I heard that if you put a tablespoon of milk in your cocoa and then stir it up and then add it into your icing, that would remedy that cocoa. But still, it was really good, and even though it did do that, I really thought the icing was good. Didn't you, Calvin?
It was great, just like it was. And that was mixing like an ounce of hot milk, warm milk in with the cocoa.
Yeah.
And that makes it work good. Okay, and then we did the short video about the bacon cheeseburgers we had last week, and that was really good. We also, Marie did the Burrito Casserole. That was a fantastic meal. We really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I really enjoy Mexican food, and I have been able to eat at my Mexican restaurant lately, so I've been really enjoying making Mexican recipes. I'll show you people.
We have the cutest little dog going by us right now.
Yeah, I'll show you.
And then on the week before, Marie did the sweet potato pie recipe where you made the homemade crust.
Yeah.
And that was an absolutely wonderful pie. And the fact that you can make the crust without having to buy one, and not all the work, you didn't have to make a big mess to make it. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a really good pie. And you don't always have sweet potatoes, fresh sweet potatoes on hand, and if you've got a pan of sweet potatoes, you can really make a good pie.
Yeah, it worked great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, our garden is about to start to play out on us. And
I really enjoyed our garden this year.
I did too. Our garden didn't do as good this year as I had wanted it to do. I was trying to back the Eden garden, and I tried planting everything without tilling it up first. And all I did was like dug a hole and put my tomato plants in it, and just made a little small hole, put my seeds in it for squash and cucumbers. And I think that my red clay is just compacted too tight, and the roots didn't have a chance to grow like they should have grown. So I believe next year when I plant my garden, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up like I always do, and try to have a better garden next year. Our tomatoes produced. We have ate a lot of tomatoes, and we're still getting tomatoes right now. But this intense heat wave that we're having right now is starting to burn everything up. Squash, we got a few squash, but we didn't get a lot. I only had 4 plants, so I wasn't expecting to get a whole lot, but it didn't produce like it normally does. Cucumbers produced real good, so I was proud of the cucumbers, but they burn up now. Our banana peppers have done extremely well. Marie has pickled several jars of banana pepper rings.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed them. I like to put them on my sandwiches.
Yeah, our okra has just started coming in. We've already picked it. We picked 4 pickings so far, and I was able to give 1 picking of the okra to Mr. Blair across the street from me. And he had some health problems this year, so he didn't get to plant his full garden. He set out about maybe 10 or 12 tomato plants, and then he had health problems and he didn't get to set anything else out in his garden. So I've been sharing with him. I've gave him some tomatoes this year. I've gave him a little bit of squash and banana peppers, and I also gave him okra about 3 or 4 days ago. I gave him a good mess of okra so they'd have enough to cook up for a meal, and he sure was happy because he loves okra. Our corn, I planted it no-till, and it's still got at least probably 5 or 6 more weeks before it'll be big enough to even be harvested. But it don't look like it's growing as fast as I'd like it to grow, so we'll just have to wait and see on the corn. The deer, we've been fortunate. The deer, they have been coming into the yard, but they have not been getting into the garden, so I'm happy about that. We're keeping them out. Anything else you want to say about our garden, Marie?
No, just that I was thankful for as much as we did get out of it, and I did enjoy the squash casserole, even though we didn't get as much squash as we would have liked. We didn't get to put any up or anything like that, but I just love gardening.
Well,
I
something
like
that I enjoyed about the garden this year that made it different and special was we had the bird feeder. And we've never had a bird feeder in all of our life. We've never bought a bird feeder. And I think that Tara gave you that for your birthday, didn't she? Is it a birthday or Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Marie's birthday and Mother's Day comes right together.
Yeah.
But Tara gave her that bird feeder, and so we put it out there next to our garden, and the birds have just been loving it. And we can stand right there in our house and look out through the sliding glass doors, and we can see the birds, and we've just really been enjoying them, especially the red cardinals. We just think they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
And the hummingbirds, this year, we've had more hummingbirds than we've ever had. And they come around to the front of the house where we have our hummingbird feeders, and we got those hanging baskets on the front with flowers, and they have just really came in this year a lot, probably 3 times as many as we normally have. Yeah. So I like that. Okay, well, we've got one more subject that we're going to talk about this morning. And this is not something that we really wanted to talk about, but we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Most of you know that I have a brother that's in the nursing home, and he's been in the nursing home now for approximately 2.5 years. And before the coronavirus hit, we were going to visit him every single day. There were some days that I would go over there 2 and 3 times a day to visit him. And so back in March, when the coronavirus got bad enough that we didn't get to go see him like we like to, and then they passed a statewide rule that nursing home patients cannot have any visitors. So we've not seen him face to face since back in early March. And so we got the news last week. They did a test of all the patients at the nursing home, and he's been doing pretty good through all this. He hasn't had any bad health problems or anything. But when they did that test last week, been about 11 days ago now, they did the test on all the patients, and his results came back positive. And I've seen on the news that there was a total of 8 patients that came back positive from his nursing home. And so they notified us Friday a week ago that he was positive with the coronavirus. And I do talk to him every single day, with the exception occasionally his phone will be messed up and we don't get to talk to him. But for the most part, I talk to him every single day. And so far, he's done good. He had about 3 days that he was having a sore throat and being real hoarse. And he has complained of being extremely tired. Now, normally, he always complains of being extremely tired, so we can't say if that's a big difference or not. But anyway, he's in about the 8th day since we found out that he had the coronavirus, that he was positive. And as of right now, he's still doing good. I hadn't talked to him this morning, but I did talk to him last night, and he is still doing good. He's holding in there with it. He's got a positive attitude. And so we just continue to pray for him every single day that he'll get a full recovery from this coronavirus and not have any more problems with it. And so that's been a tough one. We debated about not even saying anything about it, because we like to try to keep our channel as positive as we can. We want to give everybody something to enjoy and a little bit of encouragement in life. And right now there's so much talk on the news about the coronavirus that we decided we're not going to talk about it unless it's something that hits real close to home. And so we felt like this would be a time to let you know what's been going on. So,
Yeah, I enjoy getting to hear Joel on the phone every day, and we do miss him. And it's just, sad that we were just hoping that he never would catch it, but we did know that some of the people over there were doing it. So, it was sad, but we are thankful that he is doing his best. Since he does have a lot of problems with pneumonia, catches that quite a bit because he aspirates sometimes. And so I'm just very thankful that he's doing as good as he is right now.
I'm sitting here, change the subject real quick. I looked over to my left, and I just seen a fish jump over in the creek. That's something you very seldom see here. There are some fish in the creek, but very seldom jumping right there. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and end this video right here. I hope the wind wasn't too bad so that you would be able to hear us and understand what we're saying. We really do appreciate each and every one of the subscribers that watches our channel. Maria and I, we both just love doing this. To us, it's a lot of fun to be able to communicate with everybody and to share what's going on with our life. We certainly do appreciate y'all. And everyone have a great day, and we will see you on our next video.
And do what you love what you do. Bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here